All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a wonderful day. It is September 25th, 2025, and we got an interesting day ahead. It seems like a little bit of the bubble has calmed down. Again, what is it? By the sell Rosh by Yam, and we're getting a little bit of volatility, but other than that, you did get economic data. The GDP was actually pretty hot, and then we also got consumer sentiment, jobless claims, and that came in a little bit more in line from the last couple of times. But when it's all said and done, we're kind of in this waiting mode, and now if we do get 3 days down, it's gonna get people, chilling out coming into the end of the month as expected, and then before you know it, it'll be all about the data. But now keep in mind the data that you had today, GDP. Somebody was asking about this the other day. I would even say get ready for the next few days, because a lot of the data this week has not been credible, i.e. Jerome Powell said they're cutting rates. He also said they plan on cutting a couple more times, but ever since he said that, all of the data actually came in really hot. So we'll see where that all leads. Other than that, you're going to hear a little bit more from China. I don't know if it's today or tomorrow, but we heard last night about Besant and the Treasury and people from China having some meetup. So we'll see what happens there. Otherwise, keep an eye out for the minerals and everything else in Intel and Apple. And now here we are, my friends. But Chatadonia. Good morning. How are you? Oh, dude, is the music really loud? Because I feel really, really loud. Hold on. Okay, that's so much better. Oh, that's good, right? Good morning, baby. What up, Ansel? What up, Laker J? Braxton, Godfather, Mr. Garlinger, NRG, Dakota, Mr. Fahad, G Holt, Sticky, NRG, Ansel. Good morning, baby. What up, Mustafa? How you doing, Ryan? Cena, Christian Albanez, AJD, baby. Good morning, Avery. Farmer Jim, 7, Dos Nacho, WC, Danny Wan, Bruce B, the Tiger Man, Caleb Wilson, James, Samzo, Tyree, Christina, Tiger Bill, Harrison, good morning. What up, Austin? What up, Tim Whitman? What up, Mr. Sandman, Mr. Joveo? Good morning. Are you ready, Gene? Are you ready, Garbage Monster? I know winning losers ready, baby. Good morning. What up, Dan? What up, Tony Tran, James Cook, Boom Bop, Martintinia, Boomba, Boomba, Boomba. Oh, good morning. What up, Ivy? So, Chatadonia, I hope you're locked and loaded. I hope you're blessed. May the Lord be with you. He's already inside you, bro. Good morning. Oh, did I tell you? Amazing things are going to happen today, brother. Oh, yeah. I hope you're ready. No, seriously. So while you're listening to the news, I just hope you say it out. And there's good things about to happen. I'm expecting good things, brother. I hope you are too. Good morning. Oh, yeah. They got me my news. It's muted. Here's Mr. AI.
Intel sounded out Apple for an investment as part of comeback bid, both said to have explored closer collaboration. Bloomberg, Apple asks EU to repeal Digital Markets Act, claiming its singles out company leaves European consumers with fewer choices. Link, Meta's Zuckerberg and OpenAI's Altman strategically align with Trump post-Musk fallout, seeking support for AI growth. FT, AI firms reshaping data center funding with unprecedented deals, but skeptics question its sustainability and longevity. Axios, Disney investors demand documents on Kimmel's suspension, citing potential board mismanagement. Reuters, Birkenstock raises fiscal year 2025 revenue expectations, fueled by strong demand from affluent shoppers. Reuters, H&M shares surge as Q2 profits exceed expectations, driven by strong brand focus and cost controls. CNBC, American Airlines faced over 1K flight delays Wednesday due to a technical issue with aircraft maintenance procedures. Bloomberg, Delta replaces engine units to tackle toxic fume incidents linked to brain injuries on planes. Link, European auto sales rise in August, driven by electric and hybrid models despite slower EV uptake. Bloomberg, Citigroup sells 25% stake in Banamex to Fernando Chico Pardo for $2.28 billion. Reuters, Roche aims to be a top 3 obesity player, advancing its CT-388 weight loss injection trial. CNBC. Central bank's SF Fed's Daily says further rate cuts likely needed, stresses importance of keeping pressure on inflation. Reuters. Chicago's Goolsbee warns against series of rate cuts, says labor market slowdown not necessarily a recession sign. FT. Bessent says he's interviewing lots of Fed chair candidates, looking for somebody forward-looking. Reuters. BOJ board member discussions skewed hawkish in July, according to meeting minutes. Reuters. SNB pauses on rates after 6 cuts since March 2024 amid tariff pressures. Strong franc, weak growth outlook. Reuters. ECB's Casimir states inflation target met, urging patience before any interest rate changes. Bloomberg. Bowie's Green urges caution on rate cuts amid upside inflation risks. Reuters. Bouquet financial stability report warns of risk to financial market stability from housing market. Bloomberg. Markets. U.S. investors shift focus back to domestic stocks, driven by AI optimism and anticipated Fed rate cuts. Reuters. Retail investors increasingly using chatbot to pick stocks, triggering boom in robo-advisory market. Reuters. Market showing greater enthusiasm for big tech's AI investment plans. Bloomberg. BOFA says S&P 500's expensive valuation justified based on financial metrics, higher quality makeup of constituents. Bloomberg. Options pricing indicates bulls worrying about missing a year-end rally as hedging costs decline. Bloomberg. Japan Finance Ministry proposes further reductions in super long JGB issuance. Nikkei. Japan 40Y bond auction draws stronger demand, mirroring other super long auctions over recent weeks. Reuters. UK gilt market jitters affect government auction demand as fiscal concerns rise ahead of November budget. Bloomberg. Trade tariffs. White House initiates tariff probes in additional products, focusing on robotics, medical devices, and machinery. CNBC. Trump to sign executive order declaring TikTok's U.S. operations divestment meets 2024 law requirements. Reuters. U.S. confirms EU trade deal, lowers auto tariffs. Bloomberg. German auto lobby welcomes it but says EU must push further. Reuters. China tells its companies doing business in U.S. to avoid extending price wars there. Link. U.S. and Chinese officials to hold technical talks Thursday on trade and economic matters. Reuters. G7 and EU weighing rare earths price floors, tariffs, as they look to reduce reliance on China. Reuters. South Korea PM warns unresolved visa issue imperiling proposed investments in U.S. Bloomberg. Global economy. Japanese consumers spent more on dining and movies during this summer. Nikkei. German consumer sentiment shows slight recovery for October, despite remaining in negative territory. Reuters. 5 German economic institutes raised 2025 growth forecast to 0.2%, citing increased government spending. Reuters. French consumer confidence stagnates as political divisions deepen. Bloomberg. Washington. White House plans mass firings during a potential shutdown targeting non-essential employees. Politico. Republicans divided on strategy to criticize Democrats ahead of shutdown deadline. Politico. A federal shutdown would risk economic strain for consumers and businesses. NY Times. U.S. lawmakers investigate big tech over H-1B visa use amid layoffs, seeking data by 10octi. Reuters. U.S. Chamber of Commerce seeks member support for lawsuit against Trump administration's latest visa changes. Bloomberg. Geopolitics. European officials worry Trump's Ukraine rhetoric sets unrealistic goals and fear he will blame them for failure. FT. Bloomberg. Trump's Gaza peace plan gathers positive responses from regional leaders. Axios. Witkoff predicts breakthrough. Bloomberg. Trump vows to Arab leaders that he will not allow Israel to annex West Bank. Politico.
Good morning. There's more. Chatadonia. S&P futures, they're down by 0.4. Thursday morning trading near the worst levels comes after U.S. equities finish lower for a second straight session, with high-profile tech names like Apple, Nvidia, Google, Micron, Palantir among the laggards. PE, IB, semi-cap equipment, software, networking, communications, pharma, biotech, life sciences, machinery, airlines, trucking, travel, leisure, telecom, some of the other underperformers. China Tech, the notable outperformer, while energy, staples, builders, chemicals, and managed care also fared better. Treasuries weaker with the curve flattening, yields up 5 to 6 basis points on the short end. Dollar is up by 0.1 after jumping 0.7 in the prior session. Gold is little change. Bitcoin is off by 1.7 and WTI is down by 0.5. Some focus this morning on hawkish implications from recent Fed speak, as well as a raft of better than expected data. A big upward revision for Q2 GDP. Jobless claims remain low. Core capital goods orders stronger than forecasted. Investors continue to pair bets for 2 more cuts in 2025, though that so far remains the consensus. Elsewhere, White House has warned government agencies about mass firings and a potential government shutdown. On the trade front, headlines have leaned more hawkish, with U.S. opening tariff probes into medical equipment, robotics, and industrial machinery. On the geopolitical front, some thoughts about Trump's pivot on Ukraine may be more about shifting onus to Europe. More talk about lack of catalyst in the market as of late. Initial claims this morning in core inflation on Friday seems next area of focus. Some of the blame for the more lackluster tone as of late has revolved around month and quarter end pressures, backup in yields, and dialing back of 2025 Fed easing expectations. Another culprit, while AI investment surge still a powerful tailwind, this week has brought more scrutiny amid concerns about circularity and ROI. Headline durable goods came up by 2.9 month over month versus a consensus of a decline of 0.5. Core orders up by 0.6 versus consensus of decline of 0.3. Weekly claims printed at 218, better than consensus and down from 232. Continuing claims, the lower than feared final Q2 GDP 3.8 versus expectations of 3.3. Release noted lower exports or imports and stronger consumer spending. August wholesale inventories down by 0.2 month over month versus expectations of a 0.1 increase. Trade deficit narrower than expected in August on notably lower imports. Existing home sales still to come. Fed speak continuing to ramp. Moran sees potential for more half a point moves by the Fed, sees policy as more restrictive and generally assumed. Goolsbee reiterated concerns about front loading too many rate cuts. Williams, Schmid, Bowman, Barr, Logan, and Dolly all on the calendar today. In addition, Treasury selling $44 billion of 7-year notes. Looking ahead, personal income and spending report for the highlight of Friday with the focus on PCE inflation. Core PCE expected to go up by 0.2, and then consumer sentiment out as well on Friday. Oracle a lagger following initiation with sell rating. Rothschild and Redburn. Intel extending Wednesday late afternoon gains from reported as talk to Apple about investing in its comeback bid. IBM helped by partnership with HSBC and quantum-enabled algorithmic trading. ACN Q4 bookings, free cash flow better than full-year guide, a bit light at the midpoint. KMX pressured following fiscal Q2 that featured a big ramp in provisions. Starbucks approved restructuring plan that involves store closures. Citi selling 25% stake in Banamex business. Burt guided fiscal Q4 sales slightly higher above consensus and reiterated full-year EBITDA guidance. SNX beat and guided above. KBH Q3 revenue and GM ahead. Positive takeaways surrounding quarter-to-date trends. FUL Q3 largely in line, though full-year guidance revised slightly lower. And SCS fiscal Q2 results ahead, with company highlighting strength from large corporate customers in the U.S. Wow, Habibi. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, wow. Tell mom's happy birthday. There's more. All right, what do we got? IBM, they're up by 3. HSBC demonstrates quantum-enabled algorithmic trading with IBM Huron. Intel up 1.8. Reportedly asked Apple to invest. Seaport Research gave them an upgrade from neutral or sell. Tech is up by 1.2. FCX is up by 1. Berenstein upgrade. Scotiabank, GBM, and Bank of America downgrade. LAC is up by 21. Follow through discussions with DOE. TD Cohen downgrade. QURE 86 follow through $200 million offering. AMRC 7 Jeffries upgrade. BBU 65 simplifies corporate structure. SLDE 43 Morgan Stanley upgrade. UNFI 29 BMO upgrade. Hertz 23 upsize 3.75 million exchangeable senior notes priced at 5.5. GH up 23 Wolf Research upgrade. AMTM is up by 1.6 Cantor upgrade. PEPG up 154 study data common stock warrants and offering indeterminate size. PSTV up 36 national coverage with UNH for CNSide cerebrospinal fluid assay. EVAX up 35 out licensed vaccine candidate EVX-B3 to MSD. Lux up 24 off earnings. IMRX 12.7 trial data common stock warrants offering indeterminate size. KOD is up by 5.9 Barclays upgrade. ANEB 4.5 first patient dosed phase 1 single ascending dose study of intravenous Salanabant. KWM, copper up 3.6, regulatory update on deromyocel program for Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Gold and silver trading higher, trading lower. ALAB down 7, CRDO down 5, LTM down 4.9, files 15 million offering after hours. BMNR down 4.4, SNX down 4.1 off earnings, ACN down 3.9 off earnings, Oracle down 2.9. Rothschild Redbone initiates sell. RIG is down by 15, 100 million offering. KMX down 12 off earnings. MER down 5, 300 million common stock offering, 250 million convert. ICU down 46. DSMB recommends enrollment expansion. Oh my gosh, so many. RenB down 23, 10 for 1 reverse split. MBX down 4.5, 11 million offering. Nuclear trading lower after Goldman downgrades Oklo. Bitcoin trading lower, and quantum related stocks as high beta stocks underperform. Ta-da! It's your anniversary too! Oh, it's already a good day, baby. It's only gonna get better. I don't know, you guys. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like something good is gonna happen. You know, and it's your birthday, it's the anniversary. Oh, rejoice, brother, rejoice. Good morning. Oh, yeah. Freeze on rents in Saudi Arabia? No way. That's unique. Well, on that note, I think we are done. That's all that we have here. We got about 10 minutes until the pledge. You're getting some China headlines, and then Google Supreme Court judicial order that would force it to make sweeping reforms in App Store, and then Xiaomi, they've delivered more than 40,000 cars. Other than that, again, I like lithium plays, and I like all of that stuff. We still haven't heard from the government, but I think we might even at this point, even though I still think we're playing the bubble dynamic. I hate to be that guy, but you know, I think the old Wall Street adage, I think by next Tuesday, where's the calendar? So again, I hate this new phone, bro. My goodness. Yeah, so sell Rosh Hashanah, buy Yom Kippur. So I think we're going to sell off till Thursday. Pretty much next Thursday, that will be Yom Kippur. And then I think that even lines up with end of the month rebalance. That'll be like our little downside. And then everything after that is going to be Santa Claus rally and everybody front running for the end of the year. So in a weird way, I think the next week is going to be interesting. No, I didn't get the new phone. They updated my fucking software, and I hate it. But other than that, though, I do think we might actually chill. Because, again, 2 days ago, we were up. We were hitting 100 points higher. Then all of a sudden, we started chilling. Everyone's like, is the bubble too hot? And we have all these things happening. But, you know, again, the holidays, how it lines up, seasonality, I wouldn't be surprised. I think next few days, we freak out a little bit, maybe give back some of it. And then by next Thursday, that'll be the final end of the month move. And then, dude, before you know it, it's October. It's end of the year. Then you're going to do Halloween. And then you're going to do Thanksgiving. And then Christmas. Oh. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, baby. So, yeah, I have that. I do have I would look for a lot of, I would just look for these government plays, low key. So if we're going to get any random headline, just think about some of these projects. Other than that, it's going to be related to AI, nuclear, and quantum. If you get anything that could actually make it go crazy. But other than that, chat, if you have any questions, let me know. There was not a watch list, but we love the long term still. I've not tried the live translation, no. Fitch Ratings, UK life insurers keep capital and the strength of weaker new business. I don't know where the bells are. I moved them. But yeah, I gotta get those out. We were gonna start singing Christmas songs. That's it. Dude, it's Halloween is next month. I mean, this month is already over. Again, it's the 25th of September, if you didn't know. So it's already kind of flown by here. And then to think that it's been 9 months. It's been about a year since the last rate cut. And then about 9 months since the inauguration. So that's pretty wild. Remember, we were just looking at the first 100 days. And then we played a lot of, the back and forth of day 365. But like I'm telling you, I mean, you're what? Maybe you're 60 days away, 90 days away. How many? Here, this will put it into perspective. How many days until the end of the year? This is why I like AI. AI could tell you that shit. Okay? How many? Oh, wait. Come on, AI. You didn't even give me the right fucking answer. Are you kidding me? All right, let's see. So from today till January 1st, 98 days, or 3 months and 7 days, or 14 weeks. Wow. Isn't that crazy? So 98 days. Isn't that funny? Because like I said, you remember the first 100 days of the year? Now you're at the last 100 days, starting pretty much 2 days ago. Ta-da! Oh, yeah. So on that note, Chattadonia, let's get it poppin'. Let's have a glorious day. Oh, it's in the Lord's hands. It feels good, though. I'm expecting something. But here at the Cult, baby, before we do anything, before we chase a dollar, before we try to enrich ourselves, we must pay homage to a very special group of people that has made a sacrifice that most of us never have and ever will, and I am talking about the veterans of the United States of America. So on behalf of the Cult, the people here, the people not here, truly want to give a special shout out, man. All the active service, past service, the families, anybody who has served, thank you. I feel like a lot of our efforts would be futile if we didn't have this freedom, if we didn't have some of you and the great Americans who have made this country, and I've seen people talk about, they talk so much about, anarchy, and I don't like the government, and all these things, and they want to get rid of they don't even like the veterans, they don't even like the Christian, they don't like the Jesus, they don't even like the loving people who don't want to subscribe to any of the ideology, right? And they think, would you realize without the veterans, without the people, and I think the veterans, they really exemplify this attitude. My brother, we could give you could go kill all the good people, and we could give you the whole entire country. My brother, in a couple years, it will only be a shell. Do you understand? This country is amazing because of the people. And it is the people who are alive and well and making these. And that's why the veterans, that is a very, very big group that we should be honoring every single day, man. And I hope you guys never forget, because that's the people. I don't care what you put as the leaders in California or anywhere. It's the people. It is the people who chose to come together and do something for a greater purpose for their fellow Americans. And that's the veterans of the United States of America, baby. So veterans, the families, God bless every single one of you, and thank you for your sacrifice, service, and commitment. If anybody should be owning the land and the assets and the real estate now, it should be you, my friend. So I do hope we could help with that, and I hope you are blessed, and everybody else out there giving back to their local communities, doctors, nurses, teachers, firefighters, police officers, the janitors, the coaches, the garbage men, anybody making their community run, baby. God bless you and thank you. But ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Place your right hand over your heart. Say it with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all, baby. Son of the judge! Oh, it's game time, baby. Or not. Wow. Oh, God bless America. Oh, let's go, veterans. You feel it? I expect something. I don't think it might be a little boring, but I still expect something. Oh, yeah. City adds TSMC upside 30-day catalyst watch. And then, bro, you know how many people, like, it's funny because like $5 ago they were still calling Intel shit, and now that it's like getting back up here with Apple, now they're just making fun of the communism. But here, let me put it this way. Y'all know TSM was owned 50% by the fucking government and not the US, dumbass. So yeah, I hate to break it to you guys, but there's probably like 20 other instances of 1 or 2 families plus a foreign government owning more than 50% of their chip maker, who is now one of the biggest in the world, and we just all turn a blind eye to it. I no, for real, that's reality. That's reality. TSM, it's in Taiwan, and it was owned by 50% the government and then another family. So, in a weird way, I mean, I think Trump is actually taking a page out of the TSM playbook as it starts to materialize. So, other than that, my friends, we are good to go. We only got 4 minutes, so yeah. Yalla! We gotta move on over. So I will see you at the next video. If I don't, I hope you have a good day, and I hope you make the most of it and still get a long term and save 10%, baby. So let's have a good one. God bless America. I think it's gonna take you there. Can we get much higher? Oh, no, it's not. Okay, now it'll take you there. Perfect. All right, man. I love you all. Have a good morning, bro. Make the most of it. For real. I'd expect something good. I would give. Why are you up? And use it to your advantage. You're already awake, brother. Desire something. Why did you wake up without desire? Does it make sense? You're up way too early to not be desiring something. Oh, yeah. So good morning. I'll see you there, baby.